Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. Uh, as you can see, I know it's pretty late of me reviewing this new album, even though the album's gonna come out very soon, right around the time this review comes out. But this is gonna be for Wage War's new album, Manic, that I just got done listening to. Uh, so I'm gonna discuss what I listened to for one of the new Friday releases, which this is the second album I heard for this Friday's releases for October 1st. And yeah, I'll let you know what I thought of this album. So let's dive into this review. Now, I gotta say, what I think of this album, it was awesome. It definitely was very good. Um, yeah, Relapse is the opening track, and it opened up pretty well. Cody's singing voice in it, when he goes relapse or whatever, it sounds pretty good, and Brighton screaming in it is pretty awesome. I really enjoyed that aspect of the song. Teeth is another favorite of mine, which I remember reviewing it a few weeks ago, which definitely comment below and let me know how I did on that review, because I did what I could to make it as good as possible. Sorry about the slamming door. That was my mom closing her bedroom door. Um, the title track, Manic, even though there was some experimental stuff in it with the electronic synth stuff, I think it was a very interesting song. Um, I love the lyrics mostly, and just the way that Brighton is screaming his lungs out in that song. Uh, a little, you hear mostly the verses come in, and you don't feel like you like it, but then when the song keeps playing out, you start to really love it. And when he goes Manic or whatever, it sounds really good. I really enjoyed that. High Horse was the first single for this album's singles or whatever for the album Manic, and High Horse was a very awesome song. I really enjoyed it. It's mostly Brighton screaming through the whole song, and it sounds really good. Um, Circle the Drain was really good. Cody's singing, clean sings, and all that are really good. Well, that's all he does is just the clean sings. He's just the singer and does the clean singing, and Brighton does the screaming. Uh, and yeah, there's an echoing part where it goes, "Will we find closure or circle the drain?" I really like that lyric right there. Godspeed was a favorite of mine. I really love that one. Death Roll was mostly Brighton screaming in it, so he has his own separate song. They're almost becoming like a. They're almost doing the same thing that Era did with their last. With the album they came out with this year. But pretty much, um, I just see the similarity there, to be honest. Not to say that they're copying them, they're trying to have a different kind of style with their metalcore sound and try to mix things up a bit. Death Roll was a very good song. I really enjoyed that one, so 5 out of 5 for me for that one. Slow Burn was a really good song. I like Cody singing in it. It sounds really good. And just, I personally love the track. It's one of my favorite songs on this album, too. Um, it's mostly my favorites have got to be Manic, High Horse, Teeth, Slow Burn, and Godspeed. Those were my favorites. True Colors, If Tomorrow Never Comes, they're pretty good songs. I wouldn't consider them my personal favorites, but the five I just mentioned are my personal favorites off this album. But mainly, this album definitely is awesome, for sure. Never Said Goodbye was the weakest song on here. It was mellow, and it was nice, but I just I just didn't feel for it. I didn't feel for it, and that's just my opinion. So 4.5 out of 5 for that one. It wasn't bad. Uh, it was one of their softer tracks, and it didn't do so bad. So I gave it a pretty fair score. True Colors was the second to last song on this album, and it definitely did very good. I thought it was going to be a cover track for the Phil Collins Colors, but I guess not. I guess it's their own song called True Colors, and I was like, well, yeah, Phil Collins' True Colors was a really nice song. If Tomorrow Never Comes was a really good track. I and yeah, it was the closing track. I liked the fade out towards the end of the song. It really did well. And majority wise, production, mixing, and execution, this is a really good album. This will definitely be on my best albums of 2021 by the end of the year. So overall, I think Wage War's new album Manic was a really awesome album. Highly recommend you check this out when it comes out pretty soon. I'm recording this around 11:12. Right now it's 11:18 p.m. on September 30th of me recording it. But yeah, I wanted to try to get it out to you before it comes out at midnight, this album. Which it is coming out at midnight, this album. And then I'll do the JoJo, uh, trying not to think about it, EP review, I think it's what it is. So, first score, I'm going to give Wage War's new album, Manic, a 9.5 out of 10. Another great album from them. I think this is better than Pressure, honestly. I enjoyed Pressure. That was a very good album, too. And majority of their albums, the two albums I've already heard from them, I really love them. And I just I just find there to be some great stuff with their material that they release for their music. And they put out some good bangers, and then they put out some softer tracks that sound not too bad. But mainly it's the screaming that really gets me on board with Wage War. So good job on this album, Wage War. Definitely comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the new Wage War album, Manic, if you've heard it. And if you like this album review, which I am giving it a 9.5 out of 10, it's close to a 10 out of 10, but it will be on a good spot on my best albums of 2021. So it made it on that list. But like I said, if you did like this album review I made for you guys, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can. Support the channel. I will be returning to you for the JoJo Trying Not to Think About It EP review, I think is what it's known for. Or it's either an EP or an album. It wasn't clarified. It just wasn't clarified on what it was. So they didn't clarify what it was for this album or EP. I don't know what the title for it, the actual title is going to be for it, but yeah, I'll be reviewing that tonight. And also, Yes's The Quest album review is going to be tomorrow morning, so you'll definitely see that. And I hope you enjoyed this about 9.5 minute video. I did the best I could to make it as good as possible for Wage War's Manic album review. And yeah, leave your comments below and let me know what you guys think of this album. Did you love it? Did you hate it? I personally loved it. This was a banger of an album. And they've put out some really good stuff. So stay safe. Take care. Hopefully you enjoyed this album review for Wage War Manic. And as always, I'll see you in my next video.